Welcome to This Week in Orthodoxy, the world's only online video newscast focused on events in the life of the Orthodox Church. I'm Amy Louveris. Here are the headlines shaping the Orthodox community this week. An Orthodox priest tragically dies, leaving behind a wife and 6 children. The first National Christian Rights and Freedom Symposium is set for March 14th. The IOCC aids Syrian victims in continued attacks, and the Turkish government grants citizenship to several high-ranking clergymen as possible successors to Patriarch Bartholomew. First up, we open up with sad news of Father Matthew Baker's untimely death, who was the parish priest for Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church in Connecticut and regular contributor to OCN. Father Baker, on his way home from Vesper services this past Sunday with his family, died in a car accident. His family was not harmed. Father Baker, who is described as a brilliant and promising young scholar, leaves behind a wife and 6 children. Those who knew him describe him as kind-hearted, passionate with love for service. He spent much of his time caring for others, and therefore earthly and material wealth was not accumulated. Described by fellow priests as extremely intelligent and thought-provoking, his contributions to many Orthodox blogs, including our own OCN blogs, became a source of deep discussion amongst many. His death not only means a great loss for the Orthodox community, but for the Baker family as well, as Father Baker was their only source of income. In an effort to support the young Baker family, a website has been set up, and we at OCN ask that you consider showing an outward expression of Christian love by seeing that his family is looked after. Whether that contribution is financial or material, you can help in one of 2 ways. For financial contributions, visit the GoFundMe page online at gofundme.com or send checks to Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church, 247 Washington Street, Norwich, Connecticut 06360. However, if you wish to donate physical items, please send an email to helpforthebakers@gmail.com. As we close this story, let us remember the Lenten season as a preparation for the upcoming resurrection of our Lord, the sealing of the covenant, and with the promise of inheriting God's kingdom. With that in mind, while we may mourn the loss of Father Baker, we should not feel profound sorrow, for he has found new life in the Lord. From all of us here at OCN, may Father Baker's memory be eternal, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family. Now on to Naples, Florida, where St. Catherine's Greek Orthodox Church and the Archons will be hosting the first National Symposium on Christian Rights and Freedom. Entitled Uplifting Christ, Witnessing for Our Faith in the Face of Radical Extremism, the symposium will be held on March 14th from 2 to 6 p.m. at the St. Catherine's Cultural Hall. Speakers include international writer and Christian rights and freedom leader Dr. Anthony Limbarakis and Reverend Father Fuad Saba, Dean of the St. George Antiochian Orthodox Christian Cathedral in Coral Gables. The focus of the symposium is to raise awareness of the deteriorating conditions of the Middle East Christians and to call Christians and non-Christians alike into action. This comes in light of the 21 martyred Coptic Christians and now the 262 Christians, including women and children, who were recently captured by ISIS in Syria. Christianity is on the verge of extinction in the Middle East. Considered by many as its birthplace, many Middle Eastern countries have laws prohibiting the open practice of anything other than Islam. As a result, Christians are forced to worship in secret. Also in the Middle East, ISIS continues its charges on Christians, now launching attacks on 2 northeastern Syrian towns about 120 miles west of Mosul, Iraq. The towns had become the home of some 2,400 Christian refugees that fled their villages after ISIS stormed in and left their homes destroyed. The IOCC, International Orthodox Christian Charities, and the Greek Orthodox Patriarch of Antioch have teamed up to provide comfort to the refugees with food, medical attention, and emergency aid, including bedding and clothing. Currently, IOCC has 27 offices in Syria and has provided relief to more than 2.5 million people inflicted by the ongoing civil war and ISIS attacks. For more information on how you can help support the IOCC's efforts, log on to iocc.org. And finally, we turn to the capital city of Ankara, Turkey, where 10 clergy have been granted citizenship. This new development is critical in determining who will succeed Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew when the time comes, as he is one of the last eligible Greek-Turkish citizens. Current law states that only a Turkish citizen can become Patriarch of the global Orthodox Church. A point of contention with the Orthodox community worldwide, this is seen as a form of oppression by the government in limiting the available clergy that could become Patriarch. The issuance of Turkish citizenship to these 10 clergymen expands the pool of candidates. However, Turkey still retains veto power over any elected patriarch. And in news from OCN, celebrating our 20th anniversary, we've come a long way from producing a one-hour radio program, and you can be a part of our growth. Last year, OCN experienced a 2,500% growth with millions of people being reached worldwide. Join us this year as we expand our reach to even more people. During this Lenten season, our Paschal Appeal guarantees your contributions go directly to mission, not overhead. For just 10 cents a day, you can comfort, inspire, and inform people all over the world. Visit myocn.net for how you can be a part of OCN's 10-cent movement. And that brings another edition of This Week in Orthodoxy to a close. For everyone here in our OCN studios, I'm Emmy Louveris. Let's go forth in peace.